Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good people. My name is Martin Morage, and today I'll be making a video about 3 lessons I have learned from trading cryptocurrencies in TradingView, paper trading cryptocurrencies to be more specific. A few years ago, probably about 2 years ago, a year and a half, probably 2 years, I made a video about introduction to paper trading. And if you like to watch that video, it's in the comment. But today I would like to make a different kind of video. And this is about the lessons I have learned over the last couple of years. Anyway, first of all, I will pull up, I'll share the screen. I'll share my screen over here. That will help me today. So first things first is I'll pull up, this is the main website I usually go to in the morning, in the evening, check out the cryptocurrencies. This is called CoinMarketCap over here. You can go see all the coins, but for the main purpose today, we'll be checking out paper trading. This is my TradingView account over here. While it's loading, I'm going to tell you a little bit of the lessons I learned. No, actually, before I tell you the lessons, I'm going to pull up a different website over here. This is actually the reason I decided to make this video. And I've been meaning to make a cryptocurrency video for a while. And usually haste is not my best quality. I usually like to take my time. Don't like it's usually not a good quality, but I'm trying to become a more urgent person. So anyway, a couple of weeks ago, not actually a week ago, this is from a week ago, saw this article over here, says Tanzania Central Bank heeding call to prepare for crypto, economists express reservations. And some people would say I got triggered. That the emotion I got was I was triggered by this article. And in this article over here says, let me show you about cryptocurrencies in Tanzania. Tanzania is in Africa. It's in the east coast of Africa. And on this article, a professor at the State University of Zanzibar suggests that Tanzania's economic profile makes it difficult for the country to adopt crypto. He said, the development of our economies is a complete function of the development of global, international, monetary, and commodity markets. I am not yet to accept an instrument that will never benefit the majority of people. It is not simply because of limited knowledge, but also the level of economic development. That statement over there, good people, kind of a little bit pissed me off, because he's basically saying the reason they won't adopt crypto is because their economy is based too much on fiat currency, too much on the traditional legacy system of money. And he says another reason is because there's limited knowledge. The people don't know about crypto or whatever. And that is an easy fix. You can teach people about crypto. People learn. And then continues, he says, to support his assertion, Semboja points to the fact that countries that expressed an interest in virtual currencies have only gone as far as putting in place policy, regulatory, and institutional framework to cater for this, which is false, but I'll prove it out in a minute that it's a false statement. And another economist expressing his concerns, blah, 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 he says he argues that when substantial part of wealth is not in control of the government, a country cannot use it to affect monetary policy. So he's basically saying people are using crypto to hide their monies. An anonymous economist claims to see similarities between cryptocurrency investing and betting, suggested that it was too early to think about cryptocurrency. It is too early. Cryptocurrencies are more than 10 years old right now. Bitcoin, the oldest, the granddaddy of them, is more than 10 years old. And this article kind of triggered me because I have a different view of cryptocurrencies. But anyway, on this statement over here, where it said that countries have only gone as far as putting in place policy, regulatory, and institutional framework to cater for this, is a false statement, because about 21 days ago, this is a different article, saying El Salvador increases its Bitcoin holdings to 700 as price drops to 45K. That was 21 days ago. You can go over here on cryptocurrency, coin market cap, and you can see right now the price of crypto is 57,000. So El Salvador bought it at 45K 21 days ago. They have already gained $13,000 in profits from the cryptocurrencies they bought. So that kind of shows you the mentality of different countries. Some countries think that people need to be educated so that they can get into crypto. And in some countries, like El Salvador, the government is taking the initiative. You know, responsibility starts at the top, good people. So if you complain that your people are not knowledgeable enough, teach them. So, good people, first lesson I learned from cryptocurrencies is to think big. First, I'm going to pull up, this is a chart, this is a chart over here. And this is my paper trading. You can see at the bottom over here, it says paper trading. So all this is not real money. This is made up money, monopoly money, as I like to call it. I cannot use it, you cannot use it, but you can use this money to learn how to trade about crypto. Can use it to learn about when to buy crypto, when to sell crypto. Anyway, first lesson is think big. When I started trading in crypto, you can go watch my first video. I haven't watched it. Anyway, I used to buy like a maximum of 10 Bitcoin. I was thinking small, good people. Like I was using this money like it was my own money, like I was losing actual value, like this was actually my own money. And I ended up making so many mistakes from buying in small amounts. And I also used to try to paper trade in a daily basis, like make a trade like 8-10, like 5 to 8-10 trades a day. And I would just be losing money. And at one time, this account, right now you can see the account balance is 10 million, about almost 10.5 million. My profit is about 79 million right now. And you can see the quantity over here that I've bought. This is Bitcoin. You can click on it. You can see that this is 6,000. I have 6,000 Bitcoin, which I bought at an average fill price of $44,681. And right now the price is at $57,000. So the profit is 76 million. I have Ethereum, which I have 8,000, bought at $3,257. And right now the price is at $35.96, a profit of 2.7 million. And then the other cryptocurrency I have is Cardano, ADA, that's Cardano. I have 4,000 of it, bought at an average field price of $2.51. Right now it's at $2.20, and it's at a loss. I have a loss. I'm in the red on that one with minus $1,253. But anyway, on the point of thinking big, I used to buy small amounts of cryptocurrency while paper trading. And I don't know why I used to do that. I don't know why, good people, but I decided to go big. That like a year ago, I decided to start trading big because my account balance was in the red. And then I realized that this is paper trading. You can buy, I don't know what's the limit on how much you can buy, but I had to find my upper limit. And so I started buying in $2,000, 2,000 amount increments. So I buy 2,000 Bitcoin at a time, but 2,000 Ethereum. That's why you can see the quantities in multiples of 2. And from that, I can make more money by putting in more money. I can make more money. It takes money to make money. That's what they say. And I have discovered it to be true. So I started thinking big. And as you can see over here, my open profit is, oh, it's gone up, good people. It is just going up, going up, going up. And on the side over here, you can see these are long positions. There's short positions. When I was paper trading every day, that they used to be short. So I'd be buying today, selling tomorrow, buying today and selling today. And sometimes I'd make a profit, but most of the times I'd make a loss because I'd sell it at a loss. I was learning, good people. I'm still learning. So lesson number 1 is to think big. El Salvador over here, they're thinking big. El Salvador, they bought 700, increased their holdings to $700. They actually started buying when it was about $47, $47,000, if I can recall. They start, and Nayib Bukele, the president, you can see over here, we just bought the dip, 150 new coins. El Salvador now holds 700 coins. Bukele revealed that more than 1.1 million citizens are now using the wallet. This is El Salvador taking the initiative, the government taking the initiative, not like Tanzania where they're like, oh, people are stupid, they don't understand this. No, El Salvador's like, hey, we're gonna get this stuff and we're gonna teach our people about this monetary policy. So that's the first lesson, good people, I learned, was to think big. Lesson number 2, good people, that I learned was to use resistance and support to determine entry points, or when to buy or when to sell. If you're selling, I don't sell crypto or my own personal crypto. I have like a minuscule amount, 0.00 something, of Ethereum. And so what is like in my first video, if you've watched it, I talked about resistance and support, but I'm gonna talk about it again. First things, let me pull up. So this is a chart, let me close that. This is a chart of Bitcoin over here. And over here, you can see I have multiple lines that go, across the chart. Some are red, some are yellow. Those are the 2 colors I used. I should have changed the red ones. Anyway, and you can see the candles over here. These are daily candles. And let me go to 1 week. Each candle signifies a certain time and a certain time period. And in my chart, the white candles indicate an upward trend. The purple bluish ones indicate the market is going down. And over here, so talk about support. First of all, I'll talk about resistance. And in my chart, the red lines signify resistance. And resistance is like over here, when the market is going up on this, I can't highlight. Anyway, when the market is going up, like over here, there we go. Still trying to get used to this little mouse I have on my laptop. Anyway, you can see this highlighted space over here. The white candles that show the market is going up. Over here, this is sometime in December 2020. You can see for 4 weeks straight, it was going up, going up, going up, the price of Bitcoin. And it got to a point, a high of Let's see. Can see over here at the top, this is where it shows the open of a certain candle, the high, the low, what it closed at, and the difference. Anyway, on this candle over here, the last candle of this 4 weeks of this month, in December, or January, actually ends in January 21, the price opened at $33,082 and it closed at $38,171. And then it gets to that point, and the next candle is a downward one, and that's resistance. The price got to a certain point and people started taking profit. That's what resistance is. The price goes high, and some people are like, oh, it's gone high enough. I want to take my profits, take my, some of my money's out. And that's what happens with resistance. That's resistance. The price is going up, it goes to a certain point, people feel like, hey, it's going too far high enough. And you can see another resistance over here. The price went up, got to a certain point, people took their profits and the price went down. And that's what happens with resistance. That resistance is at the top when the price gets to a certain high and people start taking profits, so the price starts going down again. Support, let me look for a good place for support. Over here, let me highlight this other one. Over here, the market is going down, down, down. As you can see, oh, bam. Over here, the market's going down, down, down. Tries to come up a little bit, but keeps going down. There's like a little bit of up and down movement. But when the market is going down, it'll get to a certain point, like over here on 17th, May 21, and then these candles, these are weekly candles. And when the price goes down, or the price is going down, it gets to a certain point that we call support. And support is when the price goes down enough and then the next candle, it goes up, where the price is just going down enough and people are like, oh, I can get in now. It's the dip. Some people say, buy the dip. You saw that article on the president of El Salvador over here on his tweet, said, we just bought the dip. And the dip is support. Support is when the price has gone down enough and people are like, hey, it's a good time to get in. The price is cheap enough. I can get some crypto. That is support. That is lesson number 2, good people. I learned how to use support and resistance. And one of my favorite crypto teacher, his name is Doug Kyle, said the candles tell the story of a coin. And I love stories, good people. So I love to go back, look at how a coin performed in the past to determine how well it's gonna perform in the future. But there's a certain saying in trading, past results do not determine future performance. Some past performance does not determine future prices. I can't remember, but the past does not exactly, they say history does not repeat itself, but it rhymes, So you can see certain things over here that you can use to determine when to get in, when to get out. And that's why I use the support and resistance. I have these yellow lines, which tell me that these yellow lines tell me where the support was in the past. The red lines tell me where the resistance was in the past. So I like to get in or buy crypto when paper trading, or even when I decide to buy my own cryptocurrencies. This is what I use. I use paper trading, my paper trading metrics, so to say, to determine how to get in. So if it's in a yellow spot, I'm like, oh, that's a former support area. It's probably a good time to get in. When it's at a resistance point, or it goes above a resistance point, and no, the market is going high and high. People are buying, people are confident in the coin. So that is support, that is resistance, and you can check, you can go over here and check out the candles in different time limits. Can go to 1 second candles. But I have to upgrade for that. I think the lowest I can go is 1 minute. Anyway, so these are 1 minute candles. Each candle signifies how the price is moving up or down in a minute. And you can see this is the minute candles. And when I started paper trading, I used to use this small, I used to go like maybe 1 hour was the maximum I'd go. And 1 hour was not enough to tell the story of the coin. I used to think like, oh, an hour will tell me how it did yesterday, so I can know how it performed today. But that is like checking out the story of someone in a day, following someone in a day and trying to determine how their future is going to be like, how they're going to do in the future. You cannot tell how somebody's going to do in the future based on 1 day. You have to look at their week, at their month. And so another teacher on a different website, on YouTube, on a channel on YouTube, taught me that I should use at least, to the very least, maybe a weekly candle. This over here is a monthly candle, the monthly Bitcoin candle. And you can see how Bitcoin has been doing over the course of months, which leads me to my third point, or to my third lesson that I have learned while paper trading is, it is never too late to get into crypto. The best day to get into crypto was yesterday. The second best day is today. And as you can see, the price of Bitcoin is always on an upward trend. There's downs, everything that goes up must come down, but the price of Bitcoin is always going up. So if you had bought Bitcoin in 2017, this was a high over here in December 2017, like it got to like, well, there's a time it got to like 20,000. The high, yeah, you can see the high over there on this candle of faster December 2017. This was an all-time high. A bunch of my friends bought it at 20,000 almost. You can see it was $19,891. This is the Coinbase chart. And I have a bunch of friends who bought crypto at this time. It was very high. And as you can see, it went down. It went down. It didn't get past this high again. Can go over here. This is November 2020. So if you bought it at its high in December 2017, you had to wait 2 years. 2 years until it passed that past high. And it hasn't come down again. And that is a lesson I learned from that time. I bought a bunch of crypto over here. I was paper trading, not personal, but I was paper trading. And I bought a bunch of crypto at its high. And it went down and I panicked. I sold it all and my account was in the red, and I had to adjust my strategies and kind of take a break from what I was doing to figure out what I had done wrong, see some lessons, what I could do in the future to increase my profits and to become a better trader. And so one of the lessons I learned was, whatever the high is, one day it's gonna go past that high and it's not gonna touch it again. At least that's what past performance has taught me. And currently this was the high on this April over here. Bitcoin got to 64,899. It hasn't touched that again. Right now it's almost $8,000 closer. And Past performance tells me when it gets to that high, it's never gonna touch it again. And so the best time to buy crypto was yesterday. The second best time is today. And we can go to another chart. I'm gonna go to Ethereum. This is my favorite coin because I own I own about half an Ethereum. Same case. In December, this week of December, January 2018, it got to its high of 1,419. Didn't touch it again for almost 2 years until January 2021. You can see over here, the high in January 2021 was 1,477. I have a lot of friends who bought Ethereum over here in late 2017, early 2018. And when it started going down, they got dejected. I got dejected, and they sold at losses. They sold it for $400, almost like 90% loss. And there's this concept in crypto called HODL, HODL, basically means hold. And that's one of the lessons I learned. Oh, lesson number 4. I was only gonna cover 3 lessons, but lesson number 4, bonus lesson. Hold your crypto, good people. It's always gonna go past what you bought it. Just have to be patient. One of my teachers in high school said you have to be, you have to have patience to cook stones. You must have enough patience to cook stones. That's a lot of patience, good people. So those are my 3 lessons. Think big, use resistance and support to determine entry points. And the best time to enter into crypto was yesterday. The second best time is today. And over here, another bonus lessons about resistance and support. I mentioned it earlier, is how to use the candles. To use the candles for me, I determined the best one, or at least the week one is really good. It shows you the month one. This is the monthly candles, and it tells you the long-term story in a shortened version. And you can see the history of this. Is crypto is much older than this. This one starts in 2016. Man, the price was $14. I wish I was buying then, but fishes were horses. Is that what they say? Anyway, this is crypto is much older. Bitcoin starts in 2018. This is Ethereum, 2009, I believe. I don't know actually how old Ethereum is, but one time the price was $14, and now the price is $3,500. Best time to enter was yesterday, good people, and I wish I had entered yesterday, but I entered today. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the candles. I have learned that the monthly candles are the best to tell the long term. And when you see this long-term candle, I don't know why anybody could not get into crypto, because it hasn't reached its high yet, good people. You can see over here, Ethereum got to a high of 4,384. It hasn't touched that one yet since that day. I believe it hasn't. Yeah, it hasn't. But one day it's gonna touch it. And just like when it passed this high of 2018, January 2018, and never came down again. You can see over here, when it passed it, hasn't come down again. It's up, and it's gonna go down, good people, but it's not gonna stay down for long. It's gonna go past 4,800. Some people predict that maybe by the end of the year, it's gonna be at 7,000, So that's that, good people. Anyway, oh yeah, and then my second best candles to use is the weekly. Now, these days I never go lower than the 1 day. This is the weekly one. This is the one I use mostly to put up my resistance and support levels. And then I go to the daily one, maybe just once in a while, to check out how it's doing in the short term. The daily one to me is the short term. I never go lower than a daily candle. I think that is just too much noise, and I have to cut out the noise, good people. So that is that for crypto. And then I wanted to talk a little bit more about this president of Tanzania, no, I guess the president of the central bank in Tanzania. Over here on this article, they said that cryptocurrency, blah, 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 blah. Let me look for that statement. Oh yeah, here, this economist and business expert Donald Olomi is quoted expressing his concern over the growing adoption of cryptocurrencies in the country because such a trend may indicate Tanzanians want to keep their wealth out of sight of the government. What's wrong with that, good people? What is wrong with keeping your wealth out of the government? Over the past week, there was this papers released called the Pandora Papers. A few years ago, 4 years ago, there was the Panama Papers that showed these wealthy people, presidents, kings, politicians, businessmen, businesswomen, hiding their monies, millions. According to the Pandora Papers, it could be upwards of $32 trillion. Do you know how many zeros are in 32 trillion? You know, it's a lot of zeros, good people. It's a lot of zeros. And this economist is worried about regular Joes, regular people in the street trying to make a living, that they're hiding their money from the government when he probably is doing it. This economist probably is helping other wealthy people buy land, houses, real estate in foreign companies using shell corporations, doing basically what he's criticizing, hiding their money from the government because they know the government does not use their money wisely. That is why they hide it. If the money was used wisely by the government, those people in the Pandora Papers, they would have no excuse to hide their monies in shell corporations and foreign accounts where there's tax havens. But they're trying to determine or to discourage the regular people who are living in almost abject poverty. In Tanzania, I bet the average person makes less than $20 a month, and the value of their currency is going down. Inflation, good people. You know, they talk about the US currency loses 2% of its value every year. So if you have $100, and let's say using that $100, you can buy a pot of coffee. Next year, after a year, you will need $2 extra because that $100 lost its value. The price of the commodity went up. It's happening right now in the US where they're talking about inflation and the commodity prices going up, which I have noticed. I keep a budget, good people. I keep a record of everything I buy from the supermarket from month to month. And I've noticed that the prices are going up, but the amount of money that people are getting paid is not going up. And anyway, good people, another reason that it's not fair for the people to be told by the government where to put their money is the government, we don't know how much money there is. You know, it can go over here to my favorite website, CoinMarketCap. And if, you know, I have friends who trade in Forex, that is trading in fiat currencies, dollars, shillings, pounds, nairas, whatever. They trade one country's currency for another and they make money that way. If I ask those friends, how many US dollars are in circulation? If you're watching from Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, how many shillings are in circulation? If you're watching from Nigeria, how many naira? If you're watching from England, how many pounds are in circulation? I bet you don't know. I bet you even the central bank, the head of the central bank doesn't know how much money there is out there. But with cryptocurrency over here, you can go, and with Bitcoin shows you there's 18,840,825 Bitcoin in circulation. All the Bitcoin right now. You can go over here and they'll tell you yesterday or within the last 24 hours, 770,830 Bitcoin were exchanged back and forth in the exchanges. That is a quantifier. Like, these are numbers I can show you. They'll show you each cryptocurrency, shows you how much is in circulating supply, how much was traded in the last 24 hours, what the market cap is, what the price is. The market cap is what is the price of the currency times the circulating supply. And so from that, you can say the market cap for Bitcoin is more than $1 trillion. Let me go pull it up from, it's more than $1 trillion, good people, believe me, better believe me. Then Shiba Inu, the number 16, there's a market cap of 12 billion. 12 billion, good people. That's how much that, that money there is in Shiba Inu, which it's not, look at those zeros in front of that 3, it is like 1,000, 10,000 of $1, but the market cap is 12 billion. So good people, that's one of the a good reason to get into cryptocurrencies. It's more transparent. You can find out where each Bitcoin is. They can tell you how many Bitcoin is moving in a day. They can tell you which wallets they're going to, who is buying it, not in name, but they can show you, oh yeah, this wallet over here, but however many amount of Bitcoin. So people can, if, some people are investigative enough that they can find out what wallet belongs to El Salvador. El Salvador is buying Bitcoin. As of 21 days ago, they had 700 Bitcoin. Imagine how much they have today. Imagine how much profit they have made for their country. They're not waiting and seeing like Tanzania saying it's too early. They know it's not too early. They have seen the price of Bitcoin go from $30 a few years ago, 5-6 years ago, to now it's $57,000. And there's countries like Tanzania saying, oh, wait and see. It's gambling. No, it's not gambling, good people. It's the future. It's the future, and it's the future of freedom. It's the future of monetary, financial freedom for everyone. Anyway, good people, I think that's enough for today. Please comment, like, subscribe if you'd like me to make another. This was supposed to be a short video, but it's been a while since I talked about crypto. Anyway, I hope I taught you something and you learned something, and this video left you better than it found you. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a lovely week. Happy Mashujaa Day to my people in Kenya. Otherwise, adios, adios, adios. Be blessed, be grateful, be healthy, and take care of yourselves, good people. Take care of yourselves.